I have to agree. They've been the better squad in every game we've seen from them, right?
Let's just put it like this. This team, hold the phone. I'll get into it later. This is going to be fast-paced. xCloud going to move up very, very quickly, falling back, a little bit scattered, a little bit disorganized. 3 players here. 1 hiding at sandbags. Are they going to molly it? No.
Okay, Fly.
Oh, he lines it up, takes it easy, and that's going to stall everything. That should slow everything down. Bomb in the open is dropped, and Rebels have a pistol round in their control. Just one little detail was missing. When you go fast up that ramp, you sometimes feel like you don't have the time to clear sandbags, and boy, is that a punish.
Certainly was, and Linus now being watched as well from Kisarek. He actually managed to get a good angle to fight Casey in some weird way. His teammate Joda given a chance to fight up into the bomb site, but now just Linus, and he's taken out by Innocent. So Rebels win the first round of play.
He actually managed to pick up a Glock as well for the early pistol round, so he's like, I don't want this USP, I don't want the P2K, give me that Glock. That Glock is beastly.
Got some space to play with, a boost deployed just to try and clear someone off the top of that. Kisarek is coming close into mid. This might be the fight they're looking for. Reboost coming up. Oh, flashbang around the corner. Kisarek not spotting much, but he'll hear that dismount. He'll know there's 2 players around this corner. And he's got a teammate out in construction, and xCloud goes down first.
Yeah, but they're calling 2 mid, right? And not that there's anything that Sangal can really react to. However, for all the positive talk about Sangal that we've had on the desk and opening this one up right now and talking about their rise to the rankings, this is a very slow start. Pistol round was wrecked. It's all good though. He's forced into the open, but not so far committed that he's exposed to any real danger. Only a couple of smokes left to line up a wall. There is a Molotov in the hands of Kisarek still. Flay on top of the boxes wants that first fight.
Yeah, Flay gets away with 1. And that's enough to keep Rebels ahead. But Joda doubles up. 6 shot on the second player. And now he's got to commit into the bomb site. Linus punching those digits in. Innocent moving to the side of the smoke as all 3 remaining members of Sangal have committed forward. But Linus not reacting to where the shots are coming from because he's preoccupied about the other threats. Now Joda getting involved, finally getting that kill despite running out of ammo. And now Olymp is left with a 1v2. They're low and they peek him. They give him a chance. And Olymp's picked up the first, and that bomb is not planted for Joda, so he's just going to stick it around the corner. Yikes. And Olymp's going to pull it off. Oh, that is disastrous. That is heartbreaking for Sangal. Joda does so much. 3 kills, that is not enough. He'll make it 4 on the way out the door.
Yeah, but not a whole lot of value in that outside of the victory. You do take some money away, which is going to make things a little rough for Rebels, but nothing too crazy. For the biggest tournament of the year.
Well, at least they're still in the hotel room, Jason.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. Well, Casey plays close on the Tetris. There's plenty of players about to come towards his position, and Casey asked to step up. Here they come, charging right into the open. It's going to be Casey first. Sammy going down. 2nd kill locked in for Casey, and he's not even forced away yet. Joda has to try and slip the net and take a risk, but all of his teammates are gone. And now they find him. Now they detect his move, and Kisarek will topple him inside of the smoke. So no bomb plant for Sangal. No extra money on top of the likes of Linus and Sammy. So now we're looking at a pretty tough economic situation for the T side.
Such a good defensive hold from Casey. That's very well done. I mean, helped out by the fact that no one from Sangal, I feel like, ever switched on that he was actually there. One of the big success stories on this Sangal team, obviously, you have to give some credit over to the coach as well. We got Yumpy.
Yumpy? Yes, that's right. From most famously probably from Fnatic. So
got tons of experience at a tier 1 level, and now he's dropping out to try and bring this international lineup together. Joda's going to find an opening. That's Casey, the star of the last round. But Olymp is here. Beautiful headshot through the edge of the box, and that was an important weapon to have in the hands of Sangal. Now it's a little bit more difficult, and he gets caught.
Oh, it really does. And suddenly a fight back in Sangal yet. And they get into the bomb side of B. Plank going down. Samay off the back of quad will secure Sangal's first round win. And it comes in a pretty unlikely fashion considering there was some investment, but it wasn't everything thrown into the pot. Here goes Flight for a peek. And it's going to work out real well. xCloud goes down. The AWPer on the other side of things. Sammy has to drop back. Took damage through that tarpaulin, but he's got out of that.
Yeah, the aggressive decisions to continually re-peek and now take an even deeper angle. Got to be cautious. Don't want to give that pick up. You've put your team in a 5-on-4. Don't give them the equalizer. You could see Same and LNZ just waiting for any kind of a push down the ramp. That's not coming quite yet. Flay with an off angle. But there's a number of different peaks he could have to contend with. And,
he hits that one. That's a difficult shot to land, but just a pixel spotted. Sammy's head gets ripped off, but
that's too
Floyd
much,
can't
man.
get away.
Yeah, you don't need to be that aggressive because look what's happened now. That's really ambitious from Flay after 2 nice kills.
And it goes around. Kisarek unleashed. Gets information, but can't deal with the threat of Sangal, so it's only Innocent left. And oh, they are going to put him under a lot of pressure. They're moving up. They'll clear the catwalk, and it's only Youngster required. Great shot. 3 rounds now for Sangal.
Yeah, man, it's such a bummer to watch that kind of unfold in that fashion after Flay has such a nice opening, hits that nice flick, and even those repeaks initially seemed aggressive. A very bold angle, but he hits a banger of a shot on the boost, but after that, it's just too much to try and evacuate.
You could have crossed out of the right side and free.
Could have just left. And you combine that with the pick and middle.
Look at a good buy in the next round, but scoreline will be tied up again. Youngster leading the charge out mid. 5-7s in close quarter combat can be real deadly though. So Olymp has an opportunity here. They come around the corner, they all line up. And that is what the 5-7 can do. A double kill followed up by Innocent's third. And now we're looking at a 2v3. The CT side stepping up and around. Least expected, but Joda's on for the ace. And both remaining players are low in HP.
Yeah, winnable 1v2, but they do have the bomb, which is going to put the decision-making, which is going to put it into Joda's hands to try and make this happen. No utility for him. He just needs to win the fights. Innocent and Olymp going to set up a vertical stack. Lined up, though. Oh, good shot from Olymp.
Steps. Same having a look, but no one rounding the corner just yet, so he'll continue to scope here.
I think they would have heard that scope that he just had as well, so the call from Sangal has to be that AWP is going to be yellow. You don't need to challenge it, you just need to make sure he can't get aggressive, and there's the little shoulder peek to confirm. Risky in its own right, but now Sangal has a line of sight into this bomb site itself, and Same is going to deliver. There goes Innocent.
Yeah, boost as well. This is going to cut off Casey on the rotation back over, so a second kill found off of a boost. Great work, great innovation, and with 45 seconds left, the play for Sangal is committed towards this A bomb site. Kisarek with a great start, started to slow down a little bit, but he stepped up in the bomb site this time. They get by. They finally trade him out. And the plan can come in for Joda. He'll lock that in as Olymp moves forward to the ramp, but the eyes of Sammy away, and there's no way they're getting past that. So Flay, do what he can. He's got X-Cloud. 2 more targets to snap up here with the AWP.
All right, Flay, this is where you get to peek whatever you want. This is where you get to get risky with it. Yes, 1v1.
Nice shot from Flay, down to just Same. And this is the AWP battle we were talking about. The Rebels might have the edge, but Sammy comes around the back, and look at this. Oh yeah, takes his time, takes the shot, and the round win collected off the back of a 3K from Same on the sniper.
All right, Sangal starting to build up into it. A slow start, maybe a little bit of nerves to kick off their campaign at the RMR, but Sangal starting to...
There's the boost up. Oh, works out. X-Cloud taken out, and that's a good way to use your rifle, but there isn't much more you can hope for because a no-scope from Same. Oh, okay.
Back to back.
That's pretty nice.
The 2-time.
Yeah, the 2-time shotgun AWP player.
His frags early on, the first 6-7 rounds of this game. He kind of carried this team through a stretch, and now that they're all here, it's starting to look very effective, and this time he can't find the opening, and LNZ can't find the trade.
X-Cloud. Oh, too many targets. Just put his crosshair in a weird spot. He couldn't compose himself, and so Rebels, they stand strong. It's a double from Casey, 1 for Kisarek. 5v3 set up. Youngster will do what he can to fight his way back into this round. It's a nice shot off of the sandbags, but that molly goes a little bit too deep. What? How has he got away with that? How is Olymp not taking him down in that fight? 2v3 off the back of Youngster's working middle. And if he gets another one, this would be just unbelievable. Kisarek's got to be aware that that smoke is deadly.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of alarm bell. Casey is very aware of the possibility for that smoke to allow someone to get up over the boost. Oh, noise made. Oh, he's in trouble. There he is. Okay. A weird situation for Youngster as he kind of hears the drop down and then he hears the player over him and Man, his attention just gets pulled at the worst possible moment. And Same with 2 health, all you can do is save the AWP.
Lions has to take a Tech 9. You've got a Galil on Sammy and Exlaw's on a Mac 10. This is what Sangal have to bring to the party going into the last round of the first half. Flay's got his eyes down short. He really only peeks this angle. Misses this time. Exlaw's just charging up with that Mac 10. And it can be pretty useful when it's used like that. Kisarek caught on the edge of the sandbag. And so now we've got an advantage to play with for Sangal. Actually, it's spread pretty well. Jota maybe a little uncomfortable, but there's the patience paying off. Linus then extends on the sandbags right into the winning arms.
Oh, no way.
Olymp, what happened? Malfunction in the aim. He did not track his player very well whatsoever. And Sangal flip it back at the end of the half in their favor. 6-6 scoreline.
That everyone dreams about. Make your dreams come true on Skin Club.
And they chase youngster around the wall, but they don't want to follow. Taking a moment to breathe. Grenade landing right on top of Innocent and Kisarek, doing a decent amount of damage to the both of them. Here comes the commitment. Big shot from Kisarek. Youngster out of elevator, out of the server. Bomb plant coming in. Kisarek confirming at least a force buy for Rebels to work with into the next round, but they want to dig deep and pull out this first round of play. Olin coming through with that lit mid lurk, catches Xflow completely unaware, and that works out perfectly. The T side in control. Rebels to find the pistol round, and Sammy under a lot of pressure, still somehow alive.
Not for long.
Yeah, should be taken out here in a second, but pistol round collected. Rebels do very well there, bouncing onto the bomb site. And Kisarek again, 3K for him.
Linus is kind of a fun story from his time in NIP since you brought it up. He mentioned, you know, his stint in NIP gave him a little bit of an ego feeling that kind of had to get reset as he hit bottom after leaving NIP and having to drop down to different tiers of Counter-Strike, and it's been a battle for him to find ways to get this team effective. Look at these trades. Kisarek and Olymp able to take down 2 into a 3v3, but there's always a response, and there's always a battle right around the corner, but Sangal's going to come out on top.
At least Olymp has the bomb, so if there's any world in which he wins this, having that on his back is the key. But the problem is now they can go back to watching middle, and Xfloud is going to detect him early on. A little bit of extra utility picked up for Olymp. None of them a smoke, though. So he can't smoke off the elevator, and then they group up and double peek him anyway. So Olymp gets knocked on his ass. Sangal bounced back.
Linus taking that deep angle, jiggling for information, defensive smoke. Oh, Kisarek already gained so much space, and they want to keep it up. Molotov as they push forward.
Smokes are up. Still at this moment, allowing Rebels to get that bomb down and drop back into more solid post-plant position. So it's on Sangal to pull off a retake. And they've got 2 smokes and 1 flash to do it. Innocent, oh, far up the catwalk. They weren't ready for how close he was. And that throws a bit of a spanner in the works because Samay has to watch that. While his teammates move into the bomb site, he's got that flank covered. And Flay, he's using his teammate as a distraction. And he perfectly baits him into a kill. He's finally cleared out, though. Was overexposed at the side of the sandbags. And Sangal come back in for a successful retake to tie up the scoreline again.
Coming back into it slowly but surely. This is a complete Polish lineup. Sparrow as the coach.
Ooh. Big swing. Xfloud and Simate getting away with a double opener in mid, and mid has not been going the way of the Rebels.
No, and I mean, time to ignore middle. Like maybe leave one player as like a late lurk if you really want to, but yeah, Xfloud has been showing you that you ain't getting past him. Jota, 20 kills now. He's been here since round 1, and this Sangal defense is having no problems with the gun rounds of Rebels.
That's gotta feel so rough. The fact that this is a gun round and you just get melted. And the round's dead as soon as it starts, really, when you walk into middle and just get blasted away. FaZe turned and walk out mid. Linus has got it covered for the time being. He's collected the information of the whereabouts of his opponent, and as soon as that comes in, it's the double peek to close him. And Samay is the one to collect the 10th round win here for Sangal.
That's my attempt at a jinx.
Samay. Now, you did have a few of those in the Americas RMR, Jason, so you do have the power, but Samay...
My powers don't work in Europe.
Yeah, that's true. Like most North American players, Innocent, he's gone down nice and early.
Set you up nicely for that one.
Yeah, you did.
The youngster, ooh, good conversion. The AWP, Samay misses it, dropped the Molotov for some defense. Keep some space. A 3 versus 5, but there are some low HP players that you can exploit. And there's the first.
.3v4 to convert. No bomb plant yet for the Rebels, and it doesn't look like that's going to be too likely as Linus lines up Casey.
And drops the bomb.
Bomb down, chances starting to fall away, but Olymp's doing what he can to keep his team in this battle, keep his team in this fight. 35 seconds now, Olymp caught. Just Flay now alone. 1v3, he knows he has to worry about a flank. He knows he has to worry about the targets in front of him. And X-Fod's up first. Did react quickly, perhaps seen the shadow and was able to get his AK out to that angle in time. And they gave him a bunch of 1v1s. It suddenly does become doable for him, and they are starting to fight him. But the bomb's down. I mean, such limited time, but Joda's going to peek anyway. And Sangal come to play, and they quell the rebellion.
Yeah, so status quo maintained for Sangal, able to overcome the Rebel Alliance in a dark timeline